what would I say is my philosophy towards life at the moment? I want to help wherever I can, where I can, as much as I can, for as long as I can. That's the time that I am happiest, enjoying life, when I'm helping someone or doing what I can to advise them, to give them my experience, to share that with them genuinely, and encourage them so that they too might become self-sufficient and help to make others in return self-sufficient. Ingredients that made my business so successful, I think, was determination, commitment, strategy, and to employ the best professionals available. That's, to my mind, what brought the success of my business. Intelligence is a far more important thing than education. You learn something every day. No matter how well you are educated, you still learn something every day. And I didn't find that too difficult at all. I just made sure at anything I wasn't sure of that I sought advice, the best advice I could get, and I proceeded from there. It was a bit difficult in the earlier years, but towards the end of my career in contracting, I didn't find it any problem at all. I just realized that I was just as well educated as anybody else, but it was a self-education. Of course, there are always difficulties in starting up a business, and I faced the bigger one was the lack of capital. So I used to have to go and negotiate with my clients to see if they would make me a payment up front or to see if they would pay me earlier. One or two kind bank managers around. I recall very much going to, it was the district bank in Stratford. He said, "What can I do for you?" I said, "I want a lot of money." And he said, "How much is a lot of money?" And this was 1962, 63, so I said £1,000. And he said, "Oh, Mr. Kennedy, that is a lot of money." And he said, "Do you have any collateral?" And I said, "I'm the collateral." And then he said to me, "Do you have any real collateral?" And I said, "Are you saying I'm not real?" And he did actually give me the £1,000, totally unsecured. And that £1,000 was like getting £1,000,000 today. You have to want to do these things, and you've got to be prepared to suffer quite a bit at times, because nothing like this is straightforward. It's sometimes 2 steps forward or 1 step back. You can't fail but to get there if you apply determination, total honesty, integrity, and obviously seek the best advice available. I was 59 years of age and at a stage in the business where I either had to get very, very big international or I had to exit. Took a little bit of adjusting to. It's rather different than running your own business, because after all, when people buy companies, they don't buy a company for what you have done. They buy a company for what it might produce in the future. What inspires me about charitable work, I always feel that it's, well, almost a moral obligation, but certainly a duty for me as a successful businessman to help those people less fortunate than myself. I'm very proud of the Rainbow Family Trust in Didsbury, a hospice for terminally ill children. Then we have the Wirral Autistic Society, where my son, who's autistic, is now 46 years of age. So I'm enormously proud of that's developed from being a very small autistic centre into a very big one. It now has over 100 and odd autistic people there, and it has a staff of 400 or 500 and people, and turnover of something like £14 million. I help the Holy Ghost Fathers in Sao Paulo to get as many street kids off the street and get them into houses that we buy, and to try and get those kids at least computer literate so that they will be able to do something with their lives. Love to be involved. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's politics or whether it's business or whether it's charities or whether it's just with some individual that's having some problems or other, that I just listen to them, and if I can help, I do. And that's the most time I'm happiest. I suppose I'm happy when I'm asleep.